Colored in South Africa versus America.
You don't have the city life exposure, right? So you got to kind of, build up your material. And then on top of that, there's that limiting factor of not being able to talk about governmental or, political stuff.
So first of all, somebody, a legendary comedian back in Zimbabwe at that time, his name was Edgar Langerveld. Shout out.
Edgar Langerveld.
Yeah.
Was he Zimbabwean?
He's Zimbabwean, yes.
Black dude?
Yeah, black dude,
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, mixed,
Mixed
There's
guy.
a word that Americans don't wanna, because...
Biracial?
No, we don't call
Mulatto?
them. No, there's a word.
Colored?
No. Yes.
Colored.
Oh, yeah.
That's the word. That got Tyla in trouble.
Who got in trouble for that?
That Tyla.
Tyla. Tyla, yeah.
Got in trouble with that.
Yeah.
And I feel like in South Africa there's a whole race of people that identify as that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, I will say
To
this.
Americans it is.
Yeah, to Americans, but it's such an American syndrome because I remember that whole Tyla thing came out. I was kind of bothered by that because I was like, well, how dare you impose your system and belief based off of how she grew up in a totally different country, and then to try to cancel her or whatever for using the term color. Like for example, just in generation, like my father-in-law is black, and in his generation they were called. They were called black was bad, and he was used to being called Negro, and so whenever he hears the term black, it's like, because that was something that was negative to him back then, and then we've adopted it in our culture now in this time as black being like, oh, okay, that's the very safe term to use, But he could not stand the term black, and I thought like that's very interesting, but. How dare anyone says, hey, well, this is how we do it in America, and if you use this term, they'd be like, wait, I grew up in a totally different country.
But either way, it's all European colonialism, racism, and the fact that you call it, because colored in America, they called you colored, and it was almost an insult. There's a colored bathroom, white this, colored hotel. So that pain that African American is understandable. I understand hers, but then you come into America trying to get black fans.
No, yeah.
So you trying to get us to buy your and now you want to battle us. So I understand it. It sucks. Yeah, but it would be better if we all like understood. Go, where does this come from? Yeah. Learn the history of it, and then we can go. Oh, we get it. Not just go, I'm colored to the, you're singing. Yeah. You're trying to sell to us, because most of the times everybody want black people to accept them. Yeah. So,
but there is also a cultural, like default, like if that's how you grew up, that's how you grew up. Like for a long time, like with my father-in-law, I was really taken aback by that. And he was truly offended by, or truly offended by the term black, but that was like, that was his generation.
But that's his generation.
No one's ever called me black as a negative thing. It was like, oh, that's a strong black man. It was more of a positive thing. So where do you draw the line? You go, okay, well, what generation are you from and what country are you from?
Black can be negative too. They'll be like, you black. Sometimes it's used as derogatory. Yeah. So there's that, because back in the day, probably in his time, it was like, you black boy, you black. And black people use it on each other. Kick your black. Yeah. It's always a bad term. So there's a lot of trauma with and that.
Also,
go ahead.
Also, I dated a colored girl recently,
Oh,
and,
No.
Look at this guy.
I dated a colored girl.
Yeah. Okay. So she came to America just to visit me, right?
Bro, this is my first time even. I didn't know Godfrey was like a comedian. Is he a comedian? I didn't know that, bro. I think is this Godfrey right here? This is Godfrey, right? Who is Godfrey? This is Godfrey, right? Because I seen like a stand-up, a video of him doing a stand-up. I didn't click on it, but I was like, dang, that guy does comedy as well.
And
he's looking to make sure he's safe. This is how she identified.
Them colored ones.
This is how she identified, right? Right.
I dated a colored black Negro girl.
So I was in New York at that time, right? We just in this. We just, in an Uber, right? And one of our friends is African American, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm colored," like,
Uh-oh.
And you should have seen
me triggered.
Yes, you could see it. Like, she just as soon as my ex, she's not my ex, said it. There was like a
Oh, it's the guy with the black shirt.
You couldn't.
You couldn't.
So we're trying to explain to her.
I'm new to this podcast, bro. This is like my second or third time actually checking them out. But I really enjoyed their topics. Like I took a scroll. I really enjoy their topics, bro. I like their topics.
But, yeah, my name is Tyla. But my girlfriend at that time, her parents are not black and white. They are also colored, both of them.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So they have a whole generations and generations of just colored people
right.
that I just identify as colored.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see? So it's not mixed.
Yeah.
It's a whole totally different race
yeah,
now.
Yeah. Wow.
And there are a lot of them in South Africa. A lot. There's communities
Yeah.
of
Color. And they don't like
people.
the black Africans too. I saw this thing where the colored
there
colors,
is,
like,
yeah, because
we don't like the black.
There is
we don't
a
like the
different.
black.
It's a different race.
Even
now.
though they got black in them.
Yeah,
they don't like the black South Africans.
Yeah, it's now.
Yeah,
it's a
seen
whole
that.
thing.
So
now.
it's like, so then it,
I ain't gonna lie. When I first came to South Africa, I was so confused by that, bro. I was so confused by how colors in the black people. I don't want to say there was beef, but like it's like there are totally different races, but they treat each other like they're totally different races. If that makes, you know what I mean? Like I feel like we're honestly, bro. If you put a colored South African in America and a black South African in America or a black American, bro, you're the same person in America, bro. I don't know. I think I'm just bringing my American thoughts into South Africa, but that's kind of the vibe that I got, bro. Like y'all the same, bro. When y'all go around the world, y'all gonna get looked at as the same. Y'all both black. I don't know.
it turns
There's
into
a conflict.
colorism, like almost colorism.
Oh,
or
now
is
it becomes yes.
Yeah.
So now there was a whole debate now about like,
It's disgusting.
Now
It all
Even in the States, bro, most mixed people, they're just consider themselves black, bro. A mixed person who has a parent that's black and a parent that's white, or you know what I'm saying, a mixed person, they're mixed, bro. They're black. There's hate in every culture with one another. I never understood it either. I never understood it, bro. I never understood it. Self-hate, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know, man. It's like the colored people don't want to be black, but then the black people don't want to be colored, bro. In the U.S., y'all the same.
Does that happen in Zimbabwe? Because, you know, I like to think that the unifying factor is that we all come from the continent of Africa. And, you know, I've always been part of this, and I love, you know, like, you know, you start getting into history about, you know, the Pan-African movement, about bringing us all together, like the labels and the different names and all of that stuff has created such a separation,
of course,
you know,
by design.
By design.
Yeah.
Sure. Does that happen in Zimbabwe?
Of course.
Really?
Oh, tribalism.
Tribalism.
We always, there's the Ndebele, there's the Shonas, you know, and there's always, you know, I love my Ndebele people, but there's always this, you know, little unspoken, you know, thing between us, you know. And also the South Africans.
They all look at us the same, so might as well get. You know what I'm sitting here thinking, bro? Because they are the majority, I feel like people have to separate themselves somehow. It's easy in America for us to separate ourselves because, you know what I'm saying, we're the minority. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for a white person to separate themselves from a black person, a Hispanic person to separate themselves from black and white, you know? In a place like South Africa, it's kind of hard to do that when you're the majority. So they're talking about tribalism now. So you have, like, y'all get what I'm trying to go at tribalism, like when there's, let's say, Zulus and Xhosas and Venda and Tsonga, like, they have to separate themselves somehow. Like, am I making sense to y'all? Y'all get what I'm putting down? You feel me?
Zimbabweans, you know, there's been xenophobic stuff happening. You know, and Nigerians too, when Nigerians go to
they hate South Africa. Yeah, they're going against South Africans.
Yes. So when I was...
They hate who?
Yeah, well, there's a big thing where this guy I was watching last year, he goes, we have to get rid of the Nigerians. They're taking our women.
Yes.
We got game.
It's the truth.
The Nigerians, they say, they're taking this guy. And it was some punk though. He's like, they're taking our women. Yeah. They're taking our women. I go, you ain't got you gotta have swag.
Yeah, but Nigerians are taking women.
Nigerians are like
too.
this.
But that's actually the truth.
Nigerians, but see, Nigerians
are taking our women. Like, for real.
He said, it's like, they're taking our women. I was like, you ain't got no game,
because the women themselves have said it. The women in Southern Africa, they've said it. Like, we like Nigerian men.
Yeah,
and we hate,
let's go, baby. I'm right here. Hey,
no,
South Africa, we right here.
Nah.
There was like this rating system that was going on globally. It was like the most attractive men in the world.
It's number one, Nigerians.
Nigerians were
yo, hold up.
Man.
Hold on. I didn't do the poll.
Yo, they said,
Yo, my fellas in South Africa, I think Nigerians are taking y'all women, bro.
These white dudes that did it. Yeah. They had a poll on the most handsome man. It was Nigeria was #1, and there was a dude who did the handsome. It was a contest, international model contest. A Nigerian dude won.
They are, bruh. There's no way, bruh. There's plenty of Nigerians in the U.S. I don't feel like Nigeria taking our women in the U.S., bruh. You just gotta be that guy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of women to go around, bruh. Like, why we should be fighting over women, dog. There's plenty of women to go around. I ain't never felt a threat from another, you know what I'm saying, a Nigerian or anybody else being an SA. When it comes to women, like, you just choose who like you. If she prefers Nigerians, then that ain't the woman for you, bruh. Move on to the next one. But my Nigerians brothers, hey, y'all niggas do be smooth. Y'all be smooth with the late. But my SA niggas be cool too, though. My SA brothers be cool too, though. Like, I don't know, man. I don't feel like it's the ones that say that I feel like just ain't got no riz, as y'all say these days, riz. I'm an unk, so I don't say that. But the ones that do say like they taking our women, bruh. You gotta get your game up, fam. Women flock where the bread is. Get your money up, bruh. If that's the case, then get your money up, bruh. Maybe women shouldn't be your focus right now. Once you get your money up, then go get a shorty. Then go holler at them. If you feel like Nigerians is taking your women because of money, then your money ain't where it's supposed to be, and women shouldn't be in your mind. Feel me? Go get your money up, bro. Work hard. And then go back into the game. You feel me? Godfrey's right. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Exactly, bro. That's how I feel. Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. I've never hated on a nigga for, you know what I'm saying, pulling women. Never. Bro, you can't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Level up, bro.
I beat the Italians, beat all of them. Nigga was perfect, like.
Yeah, no, we hate the Nigerians because
check it out. I just want to say this to the South African ladies, man.
No,
man, right here. Godfrey Comic is my Instagram. Send that DM, son.
I'm
right
here. Send that DM, son.
I do the Zulu stuff. I do the Zulu stuff.
Oh no.
I do the Zulu stuff.
He's saying he's Nigerian with a New Yorker accent.
Yes, I'll do the.
Wait, what? Crenshaw, relax. Are we serious? He's like, yo, cuz. What Crenshaw? Crip.
And that's say you get the money first, and ladies will follow the money. Exactly.
Well, nigga, yo.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, do y'all feel like there's genuine relationships, or is everything transactional, bro? I don't want no transactional relationship. That's one of my things, bro. I think that's why I'm single now, because I feel like everything is more transactional these days. It's really hard to find something genuine. As in back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I feel like even when you're struggling, you can still find something like it wasn't about money back in the day. Like when my moms was growing up, when back during them times, you feel me? People were struggling. You can't pick her up in the club and expect her to be genuine. Very true. Very true. I learned that early on.